Yo, what up? Talk to me, YouTube. Listen, I told y'all, every week we're gonna be dropping some masterpiece of content. All right. Um, let's talk about it a little bit. Today we are talking about movement is the missing piece to your blessing, man. Are you gonna move? Are you gonna stay stagnant? I mean, you gotta move. You gotta get to the bag. You gotta understand exactly what you gotta do to get where you're trying to go, man. Movement is the missing piece. All right, movements. So let's get into it. All right. So, um, I want to talk about 5 things when it comes to you moving in the process of trying to be great. All right. Number one, action creates momentum. All right. Think about this real quick. It creates momentum, not motivation. The problem is some of you guys want to be motivated, but you ain't creating no action to be motivated. So you got to wake up every single day and create this action that you deserve, man. You got to be excited. You got to be excited about where you're going. You got to be excited about how you're going to get there. You got to put yourself in a winning mindset and a winning attitude, all right? Because action is everything. When you take action, you got a plan, you got activity, you doing every day, you building that muscle, whether it's entrepreneurship, whether it's whatever you're doing, you're building a muscle of consistency, consistency. You got to have that mindset, man. So as you write down these notes, you got to ask yourself, like, man, am I really getting to the next level? I'm getting to the bag? Do I understand? No, my focus. Do I understand how I'm helping others? Do I understand that this life that I'm living is getting to a higher level, a higher mindset? All right, this is what you got to know. Movement is the missing piece. You got to move. You got to build. You got to have activity. You got to have actions every single day. Number two. All right. It's important that you have number two down. Number two is confidence. All right. You got to build through your reputation. The more people you help, the more people you serve, the better your brand become. You got to get to that level where you deserve to get the customers that you want, having the right mindset, getting in the right activity. It is so important when you look at your brand that you say, okay, here's how I'm gonna help, here's who I'm gonna serve, here's why I'm gonna do it, and stay consistently building it out on a daily basis. I'm gonna tell you a quick story. I realized that my success wasn't gonna come with me halfway doing stuff. I have to be all in and all out. If I didn't be all in and all out, I wasn't going to get the success I was looking for. I was never going to have the right mindset that I needed. All right. Once I was all in, I started to see the brand. I started to see exactly where I wanted to go. It took the correct attitude, the correct environment. It took me understanding that I had to build my I had to build my vision through trial and error. And a lot of time building your vision through trial and error, people can't really get that, man. They can't really understand why they doing it. They can't understand what they doing. They don't understand like what exactly that I need to do to get to the right direction. So you got to be willing to build as you go. Last thing, I'm not last thing. Third thing is this: you can also adjust the direction while you are moving. All right. So a lot of times we get to doing something and be like, instead of you doing a little bit and looking at it, you just keep doing it. Sometimes you can do it, but like, oh man, I need to change the direction so I can define it a little bit. I can make it a little better. So it's okay to move direction in the process of moving. Sometimes it's hard to do because you get to a place where you see a little success and you want to stay on that path. That's cool. But sometimes if you see a little success and you adjust it a little bit, guess what? Now little success can go to a big success, but you got to be willing to adjust when you are moving in the direction that you want to go. Okay. Now, this is my mindset. I tell people, God, order, and vision. All right. What I mean by that is I want to make sure that I'm keeping God first. I want to make sure that I'm ordering my steps in the right direction. All right. And I say I, as in God is ordering my steps in the right direction. And I want to make sure my vision is where it needs to be when it comes to helping people get to the next level. See, a lot of times we don't understand why this is so important with our brand, the mission, and everything. Because I see the value. I see the value of building something long term. I see the value in understanding that I gotta learn how to adjust while I'm moving. I see the value in having the vision. I see the value in taking steps every single day. I see the value in giving God praise before I even receive the results. I see the value in all of that. But the question is, do you see the value? The question is, are you getting to the next level? All right. The thing I want to tell you this is start getting better daily by understanding that you're learning in the process. Sometimes we can't get better because we think everything should be already in the right direction. And sometimes it's not going to be in the right direction because we don't understand what it takes. It's funny because a lot of times as I sit here and I think about like where I'm at, where I've been, what I've been through, and where I'm going, I realize that a lot of times your value becomes so high that you cannot allow others to suck the value you have out of your life. For instance, when you start something and people don't see it, don't try to convince them to see it. It's okay if they don't see it. It's okay if they don't want to be a part of it. But just because your family members don't support you in the beginning doesn't mean they won't support you in the end. Sometimes people got to see you being consistent so that they can say, okay, this person is really serious. See, some of you guys ain't that consistent. So it's like you changing something every other month, you changing something every other year, and people don't know exactly what you're doing. So anything you do, whether it's start that business, whether it's create that digital product, whether it's write that book, once you're consistent with it, they have no choice but to respect what you're doing, your grind, your mindset, your attitude, how you carry yourself, what you posting every day on social media. They can't say nothing about it. All they can say is like, okay, this person consistent, this person doing something. I see them. But the problem is, as we going through the journey, we want people to pack us on our back. The problem is, as we becoming successful, we want people to push us forward. When the whole time God gave you the vision, not them. When the whole time they need to physically touch it and see it before they can even support it. When the whole time you should have just been consistent and push forward and not look left, right, side, back. Just go forward. I know you heard this before. There's no way you can drive a car and look in a rearview mirror. There's no way you can look at your dreams, all right, in the rearview mirror. You gotta stay focused. You gotta stay dedicated. You gotta act like you're driving your vision in the middle of the night, pitch black, and all you can see is the first 20 feet ahead of you. You don't got time to be looking around. You can't see nothing. You gotta look ahead. You gotta be locked in. You gotta tell yourself this is what you're about to do. And you can't let nobody deter you from your dreams, your goals, your aspiration, your vision. You can't let nobody tell you what you cannot do. And the reason I created, this is because I realized that moving is the missing piece of your success. You got to stay moving. You got to let your action create the momentum, not be your motivation. You got to have that confidence to build who you are in the process of where you are. You got to know that you can adjust in the direction you're going to make yourself better. And you got to know that you got to have God. You got to ask Him to order your steps and you let your vision come to fruition. And don't ask nobody to see your vision because God gave it to you, not them. Again, stay, stay on track. Start in the right direction. But know the best version of you is yet to come. But you get better every single day. We don't take L's as losses. We take L's as lessons. Every step, every mission, everything we do is a lesson to get better. As I always tell you, man, again, thank you for joining the community. Below me is a whole bunch of notes. If you need to learn how to build a course, if you need to learn how to start a podcast, you need to learn how to start your own membership site like this, you can always email me. I'm here to help. I'm here to serve. Of course, it's a price attached, but at the end of the day, I'd rather somebody take me. I rather drive a plane to my destination than drive in a car. It take a little longer in a car. You still will get there, but the plane will take you there faster. That's a mentor. That's somebody who already been where you trying to go. So again, as I always tell you, keep watching me like you watch TV. And I promise you, you'll watch your income grow. I promise you, we'll take you to new levels and new heights. I promise you, your mindset will shift. So again, remember, this is why now is your time. Life, brand, and legacy. The real question is, how would you leave your life? Would you design it? How would you create your brand? And how you gonna leave your legacy through your own information and products, man? I see you guys in the next video. Be blessed.